this will contain the simple foods that one can use in the kitchen to boost the immunity. The first one is ginger. As already I have told that it's Zingiber officinale, and this is one of the digestive tonic. The term tonic, which why I use it is because it does wonderful works or functions when it comes to the digestive part. So it is very simple to utilize also. We can just use half an inch of ginger and then just boil it in a glass of water and then consume it, or else we can add it in the tea or coffee itself and then we can consume it. When it comes to tulsi or the holy basil, uh, as already mentioned, it is one of the stress buster also, and then it has calming effect on the mind, and it also helps to boost the respiratory immunity. We will see how to utilize this tulsi in the subsequent slides. And then the Indian gooseberry or the amla, which is very essential in order to boost the immunity because it is rich in antioxidants and vitamin C. Having said this, how to utilize amla or Indian gooseberry is one of the question, and the simplest way to utilize it is just uh, keep it in pressure cooker and then steam boil it, and then after that we can just remove the seed and then consume it, or else we can also dry it and then consume it. We can also dry it and make the powder of it and use it with honey so as to boost the immunity, and also it is excellent for hair health and skin health. So some of the foods which are rich in zinc, which is also one of the mineral helpful to boost the immunity, are pumpkin seeds, oats, chickpeas, and dark chocolate. Of course, dark chocolate, which is devoid of saccharin and sugar. So it's very essential that you'll be just rotating the wrapper of the dark chocolate and then just seeing the ingredients before consuming it. So if you are ready for the next slide, kindly comment yes. So when it comes to sleep, the relation of the sleep with the immunity, we have three important points here, as you can see on the slide. So importance of night sleep is one thing which I usually prefer, or which I usually talk everywhere, because the NREM sleep stage 3, that is N3, is in and around 11 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. or 1 a.m., which is a very deep sleep which helps in repairing the wear and tear of the bodily cells or the tissues, and also the regeneration of the cells. So if at all we tend to sleep late, say 1 a.m. or 1:30 a.m., we definitely lose this deep sleep, and then we will also lose the benefits associated with this deep sleep, that is NREM stage 3 sleep, which is around 30 to 40 minutes. And if a person is undersleeping or oversleeping, then both of them would cause harm to that person as per the Ayurveda, because sleep is one thing on which the whole life is dependent on. May it be happiness or sadness, may it be life or death. So it's very important that a person sleeps adequately at night. If he tends to or she tends to oversleep, then there are lots of conditions like obesity which may arise, which are risk factors for some of the lifestyle disorders like diabetes mellitus or hypertension. And then a small note on day sleep: as per Ayurveda, sleeping during daytime is appreciated only if it is on a sofa or on a chair. It shouldn't be like the night sleep wherein we sleep in a supine position on a bed. So if we do that, there are all the possibilities that the kapha may get vitiated or increased, causing lots of diseases. So it's advised that we have to just sleep on a chair, which is also termed as power nap. And then there is one bridge in between sleep and exercise, that is the gadgets, or also I term it as controlled usage of gadgets, termed as digital detoxifications. Detoxification, and digital detoxification is one which is a controlled usage of smart gadgets. To be more specific, smart usage of smart gadgets. So how to do it? We have very few points here wherein we have to turn off the notifications if it is not essential, and we have to check, we have to postpone the random screen checking. Say if we are checking it once in 30 minutes, we can just postpone it to 1 hour or 2 hours. And then by e-detox here is switching off the data, say 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., that is 12 hours, or start with some 8 to 10 hours and then we can increase it slowly. Keep the gadgets away from the sleeping room, which is very important thing. The blue light radiation hypothesis, wherein the brain will feel that it's still daytime and then it will be reluctant to go ahead with the sleep. So it may affect our sleep. So it's very essential that we keep the gadgets away from our sleeping room or the bed. And then fixing a schedule which is like will not exceed a certain time for social media, which is a kind of addiction these days, and very much being used because of the lockdown. So we have to have the controlled usage of even social media also in order to protect our sense organs, namely eyes and ears. The recipes to boost immunity are as follows: 2 to 3 fresh tulsi leaves, that is holy basil leaf or leaves. We can just wash it and take half a pinch of ginger or half an inch of ginger and grind it along with 1 teaspoon of honey, and we have to just lick it early in the morning on empty stomach. This is an excellent immunity booster. And after this we have the turmeric latte, which is 1 glass of soy milk, and people who are lactose tolerant, they can use other kinds of milks also, but here it is soy milk or the normal cow milk is also fine, plus half glass of water and half pinch of pepper powder and 1 pinch of turmeric powder. You have to boil all these together until the mixture turns into golden yellow. That's why this is also termed as either golden latte or turmeric latte. And then 20 to 30 ml of this can be utilized or consumed once in a day by a person. So this is also one of the remedy for those who are respiratory allergic to milk. A person can be allergic with respect to respiratory system or else digestive system when it comes to milk. So those who are allergic to respiratory system, when they consume the milk, they can definitely utilize this kind of recipe. Now I think most of you would be ready to go ahead and just prepare some of the recipes and then consume it, or maybe you will be giving it to your family members also. But before going to the end of the webinar, it's very important that we follow a typical routine in the lockdown. It's not like we have to alter our routine or daily regime just because we have got this kind of time. So the morning routine, once we wake up early in the morning, that is the Brahmi Muhurta, which is termed as 1.24 hours, 1 hour 24 minutes before the sunrise in Ayurveda. Once we wake up at that time, then we can begin the day with a detox tea or just ginger, which is boiled in water, as I mentioned earlier, and then added with little bit of lemon. Such 2 to 3 glasses of water can be consumed, which we can term it as detox tea. And 2 to 3 glass here should make around 750 ml, which is approximate amount of water to be consumed early in the morning on empty stomach as per Ayurveda. Next is the breathology or the pranayam. I think Alan has explained it wonderfully with the live demonstration also. So that should be practiced for 10 minutes. And then massage with the oil. If at all there is no much time to massage the whole body, then definitely don't forget to massage these 3 parts, that is scalp along with the hairs, ears and the feet along with the oil, and then go ahead with the bathing. Gratitude prayer is one of the important things with which we have to begin the day or begin the work, because we have to be grateful to most of the things, many of the things and many of the persons, the result of which we are here. And then when it comes to bedtime routine, as said by Alan, we can do some gentle stretches, and before to that we can have a warm coconut milk with a pinch of turmeric, which will be taking care of the day stress which we had undergone. and then massaging the feet with the oil. Oil may be sesame oil, mustard oil, olive oil, or even coconut oil also. And then definitely you have to end the day with the gratitude prayer, because it is again one of the things which will help us to be positive in all the manner. And then universe is one thing which we have to be grateful for, because it is giving us lots of things and we have to be grateful for it.